This is Steve Wilson and the X-Crafts eJets video tutorial series. In this video I'm going to discuss using the Tecton FMS to enter procedures. So let's see, we've gotten to the aircraft, we've applied power, and the first thing we see on the FMS is the radio page. Well, we don't need that just now, so let's head over to the index and to the departure page. And one thing I'm also going to do in this video is I'm going to discuss some additional features of the direct keyboard entry mode. Let's see, and to that point, as a matter of fact, just want to let you know that the column of buttons on the left and the right side of the screen, as well as the two rows of buttons below the screen, are not functional in DKE. Okay, enough said about that. Let's go into DKE, enter my airport, and inject that using the L5 button. Select my runway. I'm using the up and down arrows to select the row. I can also use the knob, by the way. And using the enter key or the center of the knob to make the selection. So now I've got runway 11 left. Let's select a SID. We only have one. Just hit the enter key and go into transition. I've got 4 available. Let's go ahead and select let's select hot. Okay, so good going. We've got our departure procedure completely entered at this point, but let's go ahead and check it out. Go into SID Edit, and we've got 6 waypoints. Let's go ahead and go into splits. We don't want to use 5,300 feet, we want to use 6,000 feet. So you can edit the waypoint, inject your altitude. Notice that the data entry changes to yellow to indicate an edit's in progress. You can try to back out of here. It does note that you have unsaved entries, so you don't lose it. If you press back again, though, you will. So let's go ahead and update our waypoint. Splits is now 6,000 feet. Notice, though, that you can also insert a new waypoint before or after splits, or delete the waypoint altogether. All right, good to go so far. We're making progress here. Let's go over to arrival. This is where we're going. Now, one thing I'll say about arrival right now. Odds are pretty good that while you're en route, in the real world, you're not going to know what your arrival procedures are going to be when you're sitting at the gate at your departure airport. So odds are pretty good that you're going to be changing this en route, and you can do that using the Tecton FMS. That will be explained in a later video. One thing I would say, though, is just be sure that you at least select your airport on this page before departure. That at least gives you a visual approach fix as well as a destination runway to complete your flight plan. Okay, enough said about that. Let's go ahead and use just for grins, let's use normal mode to enter everything here. So I'm going to go out of DKE, and I'm going to let's head over to maybe let's go to Houston. All right, let's pick a runway, and I'm using the knob. Go to 26 left, and there we go. Houston George Bush International, arriving runway 26 left. If I didn't do anything else right here, I'll just show you what we get. Go to Start Edit. We get our visual approach fix as well as the runway. Okay, so far so good, but we actually will go ahead now and complete entering a procedure. So let's see, we go to selecting our star. We select up and down using the knob. Notice here that we have page 1 of 14 possible stars going into KIAH, into Houston. So you can use the next and previous buttons, or in DKE, you can use the left and right arrows on your keyboard. And let's go ahead and get back out, just to keep me honest here. Let's go. That looks good. I'm just selecting procedure elements at random here. I'll get more into that in a minute. And then our approach. This is the only approach available for that particular transition. Okay, so far so good. Now we can go ahead and take a look at things in Star Edit. And here we go. I'm going to be perfectly honest here, though. As I was going through my selections on the arrival page, I went through them pretty quickly. And the point I'm making here is that you can select a star by itself. You can select an approach transition by itself. You can select an approach by itself. And this flexibility is a double-edged sword because it gives you the capability of putting together an arrival procedure that is completely mismatched. This is something that you would normally avoid by reviewing the approach plate for the airport, going through the various procedures that are available so that you know which ones you're picking and that they are in the correct order. Chances are pretty good, too, though, that if you're taking direction from ATC, they'll tell you which elements that you're cleared for, and that'll make the selection process that much easier. All right, that pretty much takes care of it. In a future video, I'll go ahead and show you how to change this while you're en route. But until then, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day.